Each and every week you invite me into your homes, your offices, your peace quarters, and I thank you for welcoming me. You know, Connections is currently in season 2, and I can honestly tell you how much I've grown as a person and a journalist. I remember my very first episode and the emotions that I had that day. I wanted the first season of Connections to begin with a bang. As a first-year kindergarten teacher, education is important to me. That's why I chose to highlight the $60 billion budget cut that East Baton Rouge Parish would soon face. Here is my very first story for Connections. The East Baton Rouge Parish school system is looking to cut $2.9 million from its proposed $473 million general fund budget. Of the $22.3 million deficit, more than $10 million is driven by new and growing charter schools, which receive state funding per pupil. To help fund such increases, teacher unions and employee organizations are pressing the school board to end the practice of granting industrial tax exemptions. The school system estimates these exemptions to cost it $16.9 million in property tax revenue. But according to Louisiana Association of Educators' own Alexandria Clark, the tax exemptions and charter schools are some of the reasons of the deficit.
We wouldn't be in a deficit probably if it wasn't for these tax exemptions and for the charter schools, but more so the tax exemptions.
Former East Baton Rouge Parish teacher Byron Wade agrees that the deficit will be detrimental to the district.
Well, I think it will definitely limit resources for each school, each athletic program, but that's why we have a collective team in any school district. That's why you have fundraisers. Obviously, EBR has a deficit and it has to recover. So at what point do you start that recovery process?
The general fund budget for the fiscal year 2018 to 2019, which was approved in June, calls for spending $473.5 million. That's $22.3 million more than the money the school system expects to collect in taxes and other revenue.
It's the exemption program. That's a program that's been going on for about 80 years. For the last 80 years, different industries like Exxon, Shell, things like that have been getting rubber stamp exemptions just year after year after year after year. Well, now the governor has given power back to the local entities such as the school systems, the sheriff department, parks and recreation, things like that. They're giving power back to us to have the ability to say no to these tax exemptions.
More deficits are expected in 2019 and 2020 unless the school system manages to significantly cut its spending. For Connections, I'm Kenyatta M. Collins.
Are you suffering from substance abuse? Has your addiction taken over your life and left you defeated? Don't give up hope. The New Hope Outpatient Substance Clinic can help you achieve abstinence from addiction. Call 225-926-7911 today and begin your journey towards a better life.
Bike riding has always been one of my favorite things to do. So this next story comes as no surprise as I took a trip downtown on 2 wheels. Take a look. Drinking, clubbing, fine dining. These are a few terms normally associated with the downtown nightlife. But Kirkland Pellichet has introduced a new and exciting option to that scene with Go Cruising Downtown Bike Tours.
Baton Rouge needs an adult, healthy outlet and other entertainment other than going out and, sporting events. So I just felt the need of, the health aspect and the entertainment aspect and something different. So bought 10 bikes, 15 people showed up and, just definitely took off from there.
Go Cruising is a local tour bike company that offers safe and affordable rides throughout the Baton Rouge area.
Go Cruising has been operating for about 2.5 years. Been doing tours downtown, also expanded to Lafayette also, so about 2.5 years. We operate Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday is kind of our social night. You can bring your own bike for free or rent one for $25. People bring their kids out. We kind of just hang out downtown on 3rd Street. Friday and Saturday is kind of geared towards, parties and celebrations, groups of people. And we offer times of 7, 8:30, and 10 o'clock every Friday and Saturday. And it's $30 per person.
However, there is more to Go Cruising than just your average bicycle tour.
Number one, it's the health aspect. You know what I'm saying? Just getting in the community, trying to, kids, older people that don't ride bikes anymore. That's kind of lost art. So if you think about it, we used to ride bikes as kids all the time. But just the health aspect. Also, I'm in schools working with kids. Charitable aspects. I love to give back, work with cancer rides. Autism ride coming up at Southern University, so we definitely have some good things going on. I think people don't know that Go Cruising is definitely an everyday thing. And when I mean that, I'm saying even if you come ride with us, I've had people that come ride for one time and I'm tired, I can't do this. And then a month later they say, look, I went and bought a bike and I've lost 20 pounds. So I hear stories like that all the time. There's a young lady that had a stroke. And she used Go Cruising for therapy. She would literally come every Thursday for our social ride. She bought a bike. So when I mean Go Cruising is every day, I mean, even when you come with us, when you leave, you have an opportunity to, just better yourself. And that's the main thing that I try to do. That's why I started this.
In the near future, Go Cruising plans on expanding into different cities.
I definitely see we expanded to Lafayette, like I said, but I want to touch major cities. I want it to be where it's operational with not just me. I can hire someone to manage this city or that city, but I definitely want it to be global because it's definitely a fun entertainment experience, but it's also, like I say, the health thing. But I just think Go Cruising is something that, can be in every major city. It's definitely seasonal, so we got to be mindful of that. But other than that, I think Go Cruising, just trying to brand it out and just make it something global.
For those interested in joining in on all of the fun, Kirkland has some information on how you can take a cruise downtown.
Definitely give us a call at 225-424-7720. The website, gocruisingbr.com. That's GEAUX, cruisingbr.com. Also, our meet location for every day, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It doesn't matter. We meet at Ruffins. And it's 602 Main Street, downtown Baton Rouge. They have great service, great food. We always meet up in there. You're able to get a drink. We have cup holders on all the bikes, so you're able to ride, have an adult beverage and enjoy yourself.
For Connections, I'm Kenyatta Collins. More of my favorite stories when we return from the break. You're watching Connections with Kenyatta Collins. We'll be right back.
I'm Pastor Leo D. Cyrus, inviting you to share with us in our worship service. New Hope continues to do God's work in our community through weekly worship services and Bible studies. Our ministry has several outreach programs that serve the people of our community. Come be a part of our church family. We'd love to have you.
With the rise of racism and peace being taken from the world, it leaves a person to wonder, what's going on in the world? Sadly, these things are not going away. Read The Dog Whistleblower to find the link between racism and the coming Armageddon.
I have a love for many things, and food happens to be one. From fried seafood to soul food, you get to see just why this story made the list of my favorite episodes. He's young, successful, and knows his way around the kitchen. Meet Dijon Cage, the head chef and owner of DC Eats, Baton Rouge's newest and most exciting restaurant.
Started at 7 years old, mom's kitchen, just whipping it up. Mom's was a single mom of 3 boys. I'm the middle child, so I'm the big little brother to the oldest, and I'm the big brother and overseer of the little brother. Like I take care of. Mom's was, like I say, single mother, working at the plant, trying to go to school and work another job. And you get tired of the hot pockets, the sandwiches, the warm-up food, the quick stuff. And I just got in the kitchen and started playing with the pots and pans and just saw what it become. I burnt up a lot of food in the making, but finally figured it out.
And boy, did he figure it out.
Like, I would cook a new something every day, like mash and pork chops, corn. Or the next day I'd try red beans and rice. And like, we was eating good every day. I just wanted to steady try new. Didn't know what I was doing. Self-taught, self-taught.
Dijon's passion for the culinary arts is what ultimately led him to taking on a role that would forever change his life.
I graduated high school 2011. So I wanted to go to college, but then I wanted to go to culinary school. So signed up for culinary school, was supposed to go. Like 2 weeks before going, I decided not to go. I was like, oh, I know how to cook. Just talking to myself, I know how to cook, you know, what they gonna be able to teach me. That was just my mindset at that point in time. So I decided to go to school for criminal justice. Went to school for criminal justice, obtained my associate's degree in it, and wasn't happy with that. So it was just like, okay, God, what am I doing? I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm trying to run away from it. I tried to run away from cooking and catering and all that a couple times, but it just never happened.
During the early years of his culinary career, Dijon was well known for his delicious spin on a popular chicken dish, which became the springboard for his high demand.
Wings are what put me through college.
The wing.
Yes, all I did were sling wings out my mama's house. People was pulling up like it was crazy. It was something I had going on called Crack Wing Monday. I'll go to class, get out of class, 12, 1 o'clock in the daytime. They lined up at my house waiting. So it got so serious or whatever with Crack Wing Monday, I started going through almost like 600 wings a Monday out my mama's house, cooking on her stove.
It was a few years later that Dijon was able to find his niche in his culinary craft.
I'm a busybody. Anybody who know me, I stay on the go, I stay on the move. I'm just me. I got bored. I applied for a job at the bank. Got the job at the bank, Hancock. I started Hancock that Wednesday. I turned in my key that Friday, 3 days. They were like, what we did, you know, what's up? You know, why you quitting? I said, y'all, I just got a key for a building. I have a restaurant.
Whether you have a taste for waffles and bacon or red beans and rice, DC Eats is definitely the restaurant to satisfy your hunger.
We are most known for our soul food and the crack wings. Of course, we're the home of the crack wings. I'm the only crack wing person that you get crack wings from. We're known for the crack wing. We're known for our pork chop sandwiches, you know. And like I say, soul food, your red beans, your rice, you know, the whole nine, potato salad, you know, good eating, you know, to where you're gonna be satisfied. Homemade punches and stuff, you know, just, you know, like that. And also, we do breakfast also in the morning. Our biggest breakfast hits at the moment are our chicken and waffles, grilled pork chops, and our shrimp and grits.
And for those who practice eating healthy, Dijon has some good news for you.
We'll soon be adding salads, healthy items, grilled chicken, shrimps, you know, the whole nine. Also fish. We're about to add fish, you know, for my people who, you know, don't eat meats and stuff, you know, certain type of, yeah. So slowly but surely, it's all coming together. And not just that, not to mention once again, which it still scares me to say we only 4 months in. It feel like we've been around forever, just, you know, how much love everybody is showing us.
Dijon's path to his success wasn't easy. However, he has a solid blueprint that he uses to encourage others.
If you're gonna bet on anybody, bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. If you could go do it and do it for other people, you could do it for yourself. I know it's easier said than done. I had to make myself a believer in myself about it. Keep God first, remain humble, and you can't do nothing but win. And people ask me what's my secret. That's my secret. I don't do nothing out the ordinary, I promise, I don't. You have to put in the work for whatever you want or believe in. Look forward, have tunnel vision, don't look back, and don't worry about what the naysayers got to say. When you do that, just watch how quick you get to the top.
For Connections, I'm Kenyatta Collins.
Staff and faculty treated my kids like they were their own.
Shiloh is a place where, you know, your kids can come and be themselves.
The staff is very open to things that the parents have to say.
To enroll your child in Shiloh's Early Learning Academy, call 225-343-4734.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gerard Robinson, Sr., pastor of the McEwen Baptist Church, and I want to invite you and your family to join the McEwen family in our worship experience. We have a number of ministries and outreach programs that's sure to strengthen your walk with Christ. I'm asking you to take the next step in your walk with Christ by joining us at the McEwen Baptist Church. We look forward to seeing you there.
In July of 2019, the city of Baton Rouge experienced a tragic loss within the community. As the city gathered to pay tribute to an icon, I was there to capture the emotions as many spoke on the happiest memories of the late, great Miss Sadie Roberts Joseph. Sadie Roberts Joseph, a name synonymous with love and community. But those two words alone are not enough to describe the impact this legend had in our city.
She was my season. I mean, in my campaign, I would see her and she would be like, don't give up, keep going, don't give up. And I get emotional because she was such a humble spirit. And she would say, hey, I know you're running, I know it's hard. She said, but keep running. This is your race. And she was always just inspirational and motivation. So she meant a lot to a lot of people, not just me. Everybody loved her.
You know, it was always special. Miss Sadie, you know, she taught us those things that weren't taught in school. Right? You know, she was a fearless advocate for us learning our history and not just the history that was in our textbook. She taught us the history about Baton Rouge and how, you know, the bus boycott started in Baton Rouge, and a lot of people don't know that. And all the way through, you know, my years in the legislature, she's always been that same stalwart in the community.
With a legacy that eclipsed her tragic end, the mood of the vigil remained upbeat as many reflected on a light that even in death would not fade.
She would come to my office and talk to me about different things, and she always came to the city council. She was an advocate even beyond her Black history knowledge. But in 2018, I was able to honor her during our Black history program because we were focusing on Baton Rouge history. And so she was so happy to receive that honor, and the mayor came down and gave her honor as well. And again, this is after I've been to the museum and come to her Juneteenth celebration. So that's about how long I've known her.
She actually worked with my mother at Our Lady of the Lake Hospital, the old Our Lady of the Lake Hospital, when I was a kid. So what I've worked with her with Juneteenth projects, with Veterans Day projects, with community meetings. I've seen this lady working tirelessly throughout our community for a number of years, and recently had her to get involved in something called the Civil Rights Trail, where the Lieutenant Governor, I suggested that they reach out to her and get her information, because she has a wealth of knowledge and information concerning our African American history.
It is here where a multitude gathered to pay their respects to a pioneer in our community, one whose legacy will always be cemented in our hearts.
Although many elected officials have promised to keep Miss Sadie's legacy alive, ordinary Baton Rouge residents are just as committed to push her mission forward.
It's just, just sad that we had to go through this, but we'll keep the legacy going for her, for sure.
For Connections, with a special report, I'm Kenyatta M. Collins.
It's a new year. Are you looking for a church home? A church that will be welcoming to you and to your family, to your children? A church that is interested in meeting the needs of people. I'm Fred Jeff Smith, pastor of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, and I'm inviting you to come and share with us. Come check us out. You'll be glad that you did.
To sell or purchase a home is a big deal, and big deals require the best.
I've recommended Mr. Dopart to friends and family, and they've used him. And look, I'm ready to use him again.
And I knew from the first minute we spoke, this was going to work.
Mr. Dopart provided me 2 main contractors, and in addition to that, I had some selection from a couple of different contractors to find the right contractor to work on the project that we needed at my house.
Through his years of experience, Joseph Dopart uses many innovative techniques to make sure his clients are supremely satisfied. Backed by international market leader and real estate Coldwell banker, Joseph Dopart is the only name you need to know when it comes to selling or purchasing a home in the Baton Rouge area.
Being healthy is a huge goal of mine. That's why I connected the community with a gym that offers personal training, meal preps, and group sessions.
Every January, people flood the gym in brand new workout clothes, all hoping this will be the year their goals become reality.
In the beginning of the year, our membership skyrockets. Even people who have had memberships and we haven't seen, or they just kind of pop in here and there. In the beginning of the year, they're here every day, sometimes doing classes back to back. So the appointments that I have made for consultations and people coming in, the phone calls and emails just skyrocket. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just the hype that's happened with New Year, New You type thing, and it works for us.
Meet certified personal trainer and local gym owner, India Ambo.
I've been into fitness since I was a kid. I've been an athlete all of my life, but I became a certified personal trainer in 2014. And after that, we opened the business in April of 2015.
Along with her husband, who is also a certified personal trainer.
We put a lot into this because we could both, my husband and I could both just be trainers at anybody's gym, working for other people, but we felt like it was important to show people that everybody can be involved in fitness and everybody can have their own business. It is hard, but it's so worth it when you start meeting people and helping them reach their goals and helping them do things that they didn't think they could do with just a little bit of encouragement. And so being able to do that for ourselves makes all the difference.
Imagine a gym that offers customized meal plans, 30-minute workout sessions with certified personal trainers, so get your rear in gear here at the Fit Body Boot Camp.
The thing is here, our workouts are 30 minutes. We are in and out. So you can imagine what type of workout you're getting in 30 minutes. You're getting in and out, you're getting everything you need, and we're moving on. So we're offering the entire package. We're not just giving you workouts and sending you home. We're giving you customized meal plans. I find out what their body type is, and I give them a diet specifically for that. On top of that, we keep track of progress. So we weigh you, we do your BMI, body fat percentage, every month just to see if you're making progress. So whatever meal plan you're on, I see how it's affecting you. If you're losing weight, we leave you on it to make sure you're continuously losing weight. When you get to the point where you start to plateau, we change it up and we give you something else, just to make sure you're constantly making progress. We run little incentives inside the gym. Sometimes I run a challenge and be like, hey, somebody, whoever has the best workout today will win 2 tickets to the movies. Or I do small gift cards to like different stores, Nike store, whatever I can find. Just something to kind of, whoever shows up that day, they'll get a prize. And I do challenges. I'll do 6-week challenges just to kind of get new people in, just to give them a chance to try it out, see if they like it, see if it works with their schedules, or see if the workouts are even something that they feel like they can do. And I think one thing about boot camp that scares people, they feel like they cannot do it, or it's going to be too challenging or too high of a level, and it's not like that. Everything here can be done at your own pace, and you build up. We preach that you can do things slowly and gradually, and when you do things that way, it's much easier to maintain it afterwards. When you lose weight very quickly, it's hard to maintain it, but when you lose weight in a slow, manageable way, you know how to maintain it after you leave us. Because realistically, you shouldn't need a trainer for the rest of your life. I'm here to teach you what you need, so after you leave me, you could take that information, use it, and continue to get better.
For Connections, I'm Kenyatta Collins.
So we've come to the part that I dislike. Yes, it's time for us to part ways. I do hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. Be sure to like, share, and follow me on all platforms, Connections with Kenyatta Collins. Until next time, which is next week, of course, be cool, be great, and hey, make someone smile today. See you next week. Adios!